They see me with number of black women, but they still say that I'm bashing black people. Well, they'll use these words to stop you from being honest. So when you're honest, you're bashing. Nobody's bashing you with words. You can turn it to the same thing that kWaMe said. Oh, I'm beating up Steven Jackson in with words now. Like, this is what we're doing. Is it a fact or is it not? And that's what I liked about you. You got to the point where you said, no, fuck it. Is it a fact or is it not? I'm not going to worry about your sensibilities. Somebody needs to tell you. And if you notice, most of the people are like calves when you're trying to make veal. You got to hit them in the head. You got to just hit them in the head for them to even pay attention. You got to bash a lot of our people with the truth. You can't, if you pussyfoot around it, they don't even take you seriously. As a matter of fact, these women will date men who talk more to them like crap than men who walk up to them with flowers and say, you're such a beautiful woman, because you're a cornball in a square off top. So it's the language they speak. So I give them the language they speak. But there's nothing they can say that they do bad, that I do bad. I did a whole summer where I was giving out single mothers where they had children. I bought cameras, computers, sent one of them on a trip, and this was all out of my pocket. I've hired several nothing but blacks. My whole movie, the movie that was shot, everybody that had a hand in that movie was a black person that was looking to get some work done because they were struggling. That's all I've done. So it hurts me to watch that I sit up here and got all these brothers who didn't even have jobs and didn't have careers and didn't have lives and didn't know where they were going. All they do is throw dirt on the person that they eating after. Corey Holcomb didn't know anything about YouTube before I came out there and did the show and told them what to do. These men are eating because of me. And every time I talk about this, it almost made me fucking cry because I give myself to so many damn people. And watch when they get something, they turn their damn back. I should have been the first person that you called. Not Joe Brown, not anybody else. kWaMe knows I should have been the first person. He said, I'm talking to you. Because if I know I got my voice from you, why wouldn't I want my audience to hear your voice? It changed my life.
You made some excellent points. The thing I would say to you, we now have each other's numbers. I'm going to stay in contact. I'll come back on your show. I'll have you on my show. But the thing I would say, ToMmY, just based off this hour and 45 minutes, is there's some real substance behind you and what you're saying. It needs to be packaged so that people can fully embrace it. And so, the conversations I'm going to have with you privately will be about how do we package ToMmY in a way that grows his audience, because there's some real substance to what you're saying. You're very clever. You're a talented broadcaster. The sky's the limit, but it comes down to probably some packaging issues and to make sure that everybody knows coming through the door. Because some of the stuff you're saying, very similar to me. If you go look at my career, they done enabled me every word in the book. Uncle Tom, sellout, coon, blah, 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 blah. Everywhere I go, the black unemployment rate dips because when wHiTlOcK shows up and he's leading the project, black folks is going to get jobs. From the undefeated to I started an all-black, all-sports talk show on Fox Sports. Changed the whole dynamic, successful show. Me, Marcellus Wiley, took my boy Uncle Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy is my best friend from Kansas City. Ghetto motherfucker, but that's my guy. He was working in a jail. Put him on TV. Went and got Darnell Smith, a kid that's 30 years younger than me, I think, 25 years younger than me. But he's from my exact neighborhood, my high school, and my college. Put him on TV with me. And so I get all of what you're saying in terms of
Marcellus Wiley, he was a fan of mine, big fan. He would always send me messages. I said, why don't you come on the show? He said, man, you trying to get me fired. I can't come on your show. Eton Thomas, I tried to get him in my movie, A Fatherless America. He used to hit me up all the time. Man, I love the way you talk about these women. Somebody need to do it. But then I said, well, why don't you be in this movie, A Fatherless America? So you want to push me to keep on talking shit about the women, but this movie is important. You wouldn't be in it because you didn't want to be seen with me?
ToMmY, are you married?
No.
A lot of these guys are married, man, and they got wives to answer to. And so, again, just think of how free I am. I'm not married, and I don't have kids. So I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. And if I get fired or whatever, I can take care of me. I done made enough money, saved enough money, blah, blah, blah.
Good
but
man.
These guys are married with kids. They got to put through college. They got extended families. And so they're a bit more confident. So they're a bit more fearful.
But doesn't it go back to what we were talking about at the beginning? The go along to get along. If I know I got these things, there's certain things I can't say. So when you're a Charlemagne, you're not going to say it. You got a family. When you're a LeBron James, you're not going to say it. Because what does LeBron James say? Even though when you say he's made enough money, he's become a business, as Jay-Z say. I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. So if he does something to cause any of his companies to fail, all the people who work for him. So you remember, we can say the greater message, like what you were saying at the beginning. Well, look at all the people, black people LeBron employs and all the black businesses that's come from it. So no matter what bad you think about him, don't say anything, because we don't want to hurt his business. Because if he does, you're going to put those people out of work. And those people have done nothing wrong.
Well, I think it's more about, because when you are worth 500, 600 million, and it's very easy for LeBron to start up companies and have these TV networks give him deals to make. I think it's easy, and I'm not trying to diminish what LeBron's doing, but that shit's easy that he's doing, just to be quite honest with you. But take Marcellus or Eton Thomas, and this is why I keep saying be the light, because, and I'm not saying that's for Marcellus to say whatever influence I had on him. Those are for him to say, who knows, maybe I had none. Mm-hmm. But if you look at where Marcellus is at now, he's totally free as a thinker and is totally comfortable with what he truly believes and stating what he truly believes. And all those guys that are from LeVar Arrington to TJ Houshmandzadeh, Eric Dickerson, all those guys, in me executing that show on Fox Sports and the show having the kind of success that it did, it gave them confidence to be themselves and to be more of themselves. And so that's where I'll say kWaMe, because he's got a spotlight on him right now. Mm-hmm. And having this success, it's going to inspire other people to follow his light. And
that's all I'm saying. What I wish would have happened if he said, if you inspired me, ToMmY, I want people to, we know other races would do that.
Give him time, he will. I honestly believe that, because I think he's a good brother. We'll find out.
I was going to say, we should see, because if he knows he gave, that's all I was saying. If you know you gave your word, the biggest thing you should be doing right now is, if we're talking about integrity, should he not say, I've been on these no-name dude shows since I gave him my word. I'm going to stick with my word. And we'll go from there. And if ToMmY then talks about me afterwards, that's on him. But I know I gave my word to this man, and I'm going to fulfill my obligation, because that's what a man does. And that's something we want to show our children.
I think I'll just say this. I think one of the things where I think kWaMe could be critical of you is, your promotion of Kevin Samuels. And I'm glad that I was able to come on this show and talk you out of promoting Kevin Samuels. And I think once kWaMe sees that I've been successful in helping you see the light on Kevin Samuels, I think he's going to be more comfortable with you.
Sir, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my man, Jason. This is an honor to have Jason wHiTlOcK on the show, a legendary journalist, and now out here with a podcast that you guys need to go check out. But you need to follow him on Instagram, because he's not Instagram, but Twitter, because he's a good follow, because he will. You like me. If you got something to say, I'm going to say something back. But I guess maybe we done got to the point of where we old, so we don't care. We got enough money to say fuck you. Maybe that's it. But go follow him on Twitter at wHiTlOcK That's my man, Jason wHiTlOcK. How do you, anything you want to say to the audience before we get out of here?
Now, can I watch this on YouTube?
Yes, sir. I'll send you the link.
Okay. And so this is on YouTube right now?
Live right now. We have, how many people are watching? I think it's 4,000 live right now talking. It ain't Kevin Samuels numbers, but it's 4,000. Well, y'all know how we call it. It's 4,044,000 people watching right now. We've been streaming for 90 minutes, and they've really enjoyed it. And this is all it is. Having the discussion makes we cross-reference, cross-energy. That's synergy. Just talking.
Kevin, not Kevin.
He can't get it out of his head. That video to mess with him.
Yeah. Tommy, thanks for having me on, man. We'll do it again.
No problem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That is my man, Jason wHiTlOcK. See you guys soon. Hey, if you like the show, let them know. Now, do y'all see why people won't come one-on-one with me? Do y'all see it now? Y'all understand now why people won't come one-on-one with me? Because I have the ability to do that. I've been telling y'all, you let me talk to anybody. Let me talk to anybody. That will be the result. I just want an opportunity to explain myself. How many of you guys understand that now? All I've ever wanted was an opportunity to explain myself. I've never wanted anybody to give me a handout. I've never wanted to take anything from anyone. I just wanted the opportunity to be able to speak and say what I know is true. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much. I'll be back a little bit later. I want to thank Jason wHiTlOcK for coming onto the show. Make sure you go follow him. He's a good follow. And thank you so much. Peace.